You may never understand my story. All things work together.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. It's Princess Lee here again, and you're back watching another segment of LeeTALKS. So again, you've seen these lovely ladies before. They're back on the channel. Reintroduce yourselves first.
I'm Victoria.
I'm Satish.
And Stephanie. And we are going to be filming a quick video on walking in purpose. So we've broken it down to 4 main points of what to do before and during. And we just hope that it's helpful and encouraging and insightful for all of you. So we're just going to each elaborate on the points and then it's a wrap.
So the first step I'd say is knowing your purpose, identifying it. And the way to do it is spending time with God and knowing yourself, knowing who you are in Christ and why you were created, why you're on earth. And just spending time with God is the only way you'll find out why you're made certain ways. So you'll find out exactly like what you're passionate about, what motivates you. You have to be honest with yourself. I think it takes some sort of honesty and introspection. You have to understand, like, why do I not like, or I think it also goes with like your job too, like finding out your purpose will help you find a job that fits for you. Like, why don't you like to do this? Why do you like to do that? It's sort of some, like, spending time with God will allow you to determine that kind of stuff. And you have to be honest with yourself. It takes honesty, and then knowing especially who you are in Christ.
So the second step is accepting or acknowledging your purpose. So it's hard to accept or acknowledge because sometimes we don't think that we can do what God has called us to do. But believe me, when God tells you that, like, I choose you to do this or that, trust that the grace is also there. So, and it comes just like what Victoria said, you'll need to spend time with God. Sometimes we don't know what, like, potential or what we can do. And for you to discover that, you need to go to the one who created you because he knows what you're capable of. And if you want to accept and acknowledge your purpose, just go to God. Talk to him, and when it's hard, go back to God because he's the one who gave you the purpose. So he knows, he knows what you need to do, when, what you don't need to do, who you need to talk to. So go back to God. It all goes back to God. Like, you can't walk in your purpose without God. So yeah.
So the third point of the one I'm talking about is when you're actually walking in that purpose and when you choose to, what Victoria said, like, figure it out, knowing God, who you are and what you are worth. You have to have some form of discipline and consistency. It's easy for us as Christians to be like, we saw miracles in the Bible, there's faith, like I'll just slack and then God will do something great. But you have to sow the seed, you have to plant it, you have to let God water it. Like, you have to play your part for God to play his part, basically. Like, you can't be in bed and expect to be a great artist. Like, you have to get up and paint. Allow God to inspire you so you can paint. So everything you do, you actually have to be practical about it. Like, despite the fact that you're a Christian, you have to do what God has, like, use the strength he has given you to do. And, like, it all goes back to discipline because we cannot base, like, how the things are purpose on feelings, basically, because feelings are really fickle, and that's something I'm really passionate about because there's so many times in the day I don't want to do something and I have no reason why. Like, I'm just lazy, I'm just tired, like, life is just plenty, like, everything is repetitive, like, I'm stagnant. You're giving yourself all these excuses, but you're not doing anything to change it. So you just wake up every morning tired, you wake up every morning sad, you wake up every morning envious of other people, but what are you doing? So you just compare yourself, your present self to your past self, and like, try to envision what your future self should be like. And you have to do things differently from what you used to do in the past. So if you used to wake up late every time last year and nothing changed, this year you do it differently. Wake up early and actually plan stuff that you need to do. And then also, we shouldn't become pleasant to think because God has chosen us, which it ties in to, like, what the book said. We also have to know that God is gracious but he's just. So if he gives you the chance to, like, he gives you the talent, the grace, the wisdom, the everything, favor, everything, and you still abuse it, he's going to raise someone else to take over. In the Bible, when people died, he raised new people. Like, it doesn't end because of you. It's not about you. So never become pleasant. No, you need him. Legit. So never abuse that grace that God gives you. Like, love him the way he loves you and make use of, like, the strength he has given you, the grace he has bestowed on you. So yeah.
That's good. And number 4 is to nurture your purpose. So it's very important to take the right steps when you've realized what your purpose is, to walk in it so that you're growing in it. So it's not like, oh, you can sing, you think you've made it, you're good, like you don't have to take lessons, you don't have to learn from anybody, you won't take any tips or nothing. Like you want to be consistently doing things that are going to help you improve, to help you get better, and to invest into your gifts, into your purpose, into what God has called you to do, and to also guard your gifts and guard your heart, and to be intentional about that, even just through praying, covering yourself when you go out to minister, when you go out to do different things, when you go on your day-to-day life, to your job, wherever, like that you're covering yourself so that you're not putting yourself in harm's way just because, you know, oh, I know I can do it, I'm fine, I'm good by myself, I can do bad all by myself, I don't need anybody. But you know, you need God, you have to depend on God, and He gave you that gift, so you have to go back to Him, like she said, in order to be sure that you're doing all that you can possibly do to live out the life that God has called you to. And I think that's what's important. So yeah.
And also, I want to add, like, knowing your purpose, you'll also understand a lot of things about yourself. You'll, in being honest in what your purpose is, you'll understand why, like, for example, why you don't like doing certain things, why you like doing certain things. And
It starts to make sense.
It starts to make sense. You understand why you went through some of the things you went through as well. You understand how it shaped you and why you had to go through those things, and you won't be ignorant. You'll have wisdom.
Yeah, and also to add to that, knowing your purpose also helps you, like, know your season, something we learned today. So, like, because it's easy for you to be jealous of others, easy for you to be envious of others when you don't know, like, where you're supposed to be and what you're supposed to do. So, you're jealous of someone as a doctor, but God has called you to be a painter. How? You can't be jealous. Like, they went through years of med school, they've struggled, and they've gotten, like, the application, they got the job in this hospital, and then you are jealous. Like, you're supposed to go out there and paint, to worship God through your painting. And you're angry about medicine. It doesn't make any sense, but that's what not knowing your purpose does. It breeds envy, there you go. Confusion, jealousy, strife. Like, you hate someone, you don't know why. You see their post, you're angry, why? You don't know. So don't be bitter, don't be petty, don't be shady. Just go to God. And figure it out.
That's good. So that's it. We've concluded. Moral of the story, walk in your purpose. Do you know who you are, know your worth, and know God. So that's a wrap. Thank you for watching. Thanks for tuning in. And we
but I'm so to tell you about.
everybody's favorite.